From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we hit double digits, Week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
And Mahomes going to put it up right away. He's going to find his tight end, Gray, complete. Look at the big fella go. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Noah Gray, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Good-looking return set up here. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Ready! To what? Ready! Ready, shot! Ready, shot!
First down, here's Mitchell. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because
they push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
In every game we talk about what are going to be the keys as we go into it. Maybe that's a key for their defense today. Pressure the quarterback and make sure you play a good zone defense behind them, and they get their first sack of the contest.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They're going to look to throw. They're going to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the Baltimore first down. First and goal.
Mitchell will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now replicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Go win him, go win him. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And a big loss here as he's taken down. That is the big fella, Nnamdi Madubuike, forcing his way in. He comes up with a sack.
One of the best in the NFL, in no small part because of his running ability. But on that play, didn't matter to the defense at all. Nice stop for them, a feather in their cap for getting the sack and brought down one of the toughest guys to catch in the NFL.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Mahomes will do it himself. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this one is we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They run over center with Mitchell. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry. And they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take him into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there for KC. 45 yards.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. The Chiefs at 2-7 now on the year. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
Yeah, look at this Baltimore defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
But he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Cook is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Now he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from capturing the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
And the Raven first down.
Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Here's Mitchell with a catch out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there.
Now it's Jackson. Screenplay setting it up for Mitchell. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Ravens are once again back in front. CD, that's his 2nd touchdown already. And how about this offense? 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
An absolute total team effort right now. And let's face it, I don't think he's done. We're still in the first half. There's a lot of time left to go. I don't know what they're going to do on the other side trying to slow him down. But right now, he's feeling it.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Well, a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with it and try and get him settled.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
They'll try to run with Mitchell. And again, touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Ravens add 6 to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Chiefs 14. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you. An interception. Result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Yellow. Yellow.
So offense moving a little too slow there, could not get set, and they get the penalty. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Hey, 57, our time.
Mahomes going to throw. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Now Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A heck of an effort there on the scramble. Leaves him with just third and a yard. Here now, third and a yard.
Wait. Go on, 43. Check, go get him, go get him, go get him.
Mahomes now to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up for the 1st and 10.
Crossing route complete to Ross. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
First down. 1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Cook will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes. Swinging this out right here for Cook. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. James Cook from a yard out. And the Chiefs have got it back to within a score. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
For Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
The Ravens will line up for the two-point conversion.
Jackson here is going to look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Setting up the screen for Cook. He's got room past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
And this one too low.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Second and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now they'll work with 4 receivers here on third down and long.
RWA! Hey, color! Buy down these two!
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
DC,
the Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Baltimore.
Jackson. That's caught. It's Flowers. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39. So solid starting field position. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with Mahomes under center, anything's possible. Watch out for the deep ball. They'll run. It's Brashard Smith. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 22-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
First down,
Jackson going to change things up a bit. Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down. Jackson now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 4 receivers in the package. Here's 3rd and 7. Here's Jackson to throw. That's to Mitchell out of the backfield. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
46, Chiefs 22. Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They'll come out throwing here on first down. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
Then he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
44-yard line.
Yellow.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 36 yards on the play. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring more attention to him as well.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Xavier Worthy, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
43.
Will set up for the 2-point.
Mahomes will throw for it. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Chiefs 30.
And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 55 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And the Raven first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, report. Sit on.
Once again, it's Mitchell. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A third quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10. Jackson. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They coming off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball. That cut down the lead. Now the defense does their part, got them the football back.
So now maybe with the touchdown they scored previously, plus their defense making that stand up and getting the ball right back, momentum may be shifting in their favor.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
21-yard line.
43.
Back to the ground. This time, Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Yellow.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Still going inside the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. And Xavier Worthy, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Chiefs are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try.
The Chiefs will set up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit.
Chiefs, 38.
We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter.
Harrison Butker.
Butker now to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game, for here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Well, he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
22 yards.
Now Jackson going to shift him around. And they'll send the slot in motion left. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Quick, ready?
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's second down. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Throwing is Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Pitch and catch there, good for 13. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
DC, ready? It's not!
Take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 15 now.
53. Chiefs, 38.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. Dances by him. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. So he stopped for no gain. And that will bring up second down. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You can have the first one for the second one to even matter.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Mahomes will do it himself. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds his man complete. That's Sanchez. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
15. Yellow. Hey, Sunday, on 15. Hey, 57. 15.
Mahomes going to throw. And complete, right side to Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes.
15 more yards.
15.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down.
Yellow.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Come back.
Mahomes now to throw. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
Yellow. 15. Hey, 15.
Back to throw. Mahomes will do it himself. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Extra point by Butker is on target as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion.
Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they run on first down. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Another run to Mitchell. And a solid run down inside the 30. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. Here's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The Ravens taking a knee with victory seemingly in hand here. Well, Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Ravens, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying